Live from the MMB Radio Studios, it's your boy Mixmaster B here for the MMB Radio Podcast, where no topic is too big or too small. We talk about them all. And on the phone lines right now, I have a woman who is probably notoriously known for part of the LFL as the Las Vegas Sin, now playing for the LA Temptation. Miss Cynthia Schmidt, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Doing awesome. So, like I mentioned, you are a player for the LFL, which stands for the Legends Football League, correct?
Correct.
All right, formerly known as the Lingerie Football League, but they've kind of, I guess, moved away from that imaging.
Rebranded. Yeah, in 2012, 13.
12,
rebranded.
13? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you've been part of the league for quite some time, right?
Since 2012, yes. This will be my fourth season coming up.
Okay, and I mentioned you were playing with the Las Vegas Sin, and now you're going to be starting your first season with the LA Temptation. What's it like being, just a part of the culture of the Las Vegas Sin, and now leaving that team and starting anew in LA?
It's definitely different. Like, even just from like little things like when we're in the huddle and they're like LA on 3. Just things like that. It's still weird to say LA and not Vegas because that's just what I've been used to the last 3 years. But the team is great. I feel a lot closer already to a lot of the girls there. And we've bonded really well, and we have great chemistry.
Now,
I'm excited.
Explain to everybody who's not familiar with what the LFL is, and the naysayers out there who think it's just bunch of women half dressed, half naked, running around playing football. Kind of sell the sport to those people who are not familiar with what LFL is.
Yeah, we definitely have that image, and there's a lot of people who don't get it until they see their first game, and the main reaction is like, wow, you girls really play, you girls really hit. I mean, we're all athletes. A lot of us have college background in sports, and everyone almost does. We have former military. We have all kinds of girls, and we are like pure athletes. And we're out there. We're playing real football. It may not seem like it. It may not look like it, but just because our pads are different and we play indoors. We play on turf. The rules are a little different, but it's still full contact football.
Now you mentioned that you have people there that are athletes who've played different sports in college and military. You served our country, correct?
Yes, I did.
Now, when you got out of the service, did you come to a path where you're like, I don't really want to know what I want to do with my career or with my life, and you just jumped into football, or you always had athletic background playing sports?
I always had an athletic background through high school when I got into college, and then that's when I joined the military. So I was always doing something. I was actually still in the military when I decided to move out here to play. So I was going to do both, and then I transferred out to Vegas, and then I got out.
Okay, so you're not currently in the service now, or are you still serving?
Correct.
Okay, so you're out of the service. Okay, and the LFL season, how long of a season is it?
It's 5 months. It's April to August.
Okay, so from April to August, you're waking up every morning and going to different routines. Like, what is your daily routine? Getting up and doing, weightlifting, exercising. Like, what do you go through every day?
Well, every girl's regimen is different. I train year round, so during season is no different. I may actually take off a little bit just because once preseason starts up and season starts up, we're practicing twice a week, and then we have our 4 games throughout the season. But I personally am up Monday through Friday. I lift Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then I do speed agility training Tuesday, Thursday. So I'm still up every morning training.
Now, what position do you play? Is it like an Ironman where you play both ends of the field, or do you just play like one side of the ball?
Right now I'm just playing receiver.
And you always have been a receiver?
I have. I played safety a few years ago, so I was playing the whole game. Mm-hmm. Actually, my first year I played with Coach Chewy, who is now my coach in LA, but I separated my shoulder. So since then, once I recovered and got healthy, it was like a 6-month recovery, I decided to kind of stay away from it.
Now, that's got to be tiring playing both ends of the ball. Like, it's like nonstop the whole game.
It is nonstop, but I loved it. Like, I think it was my second season. I never sat out. I literally played the whole game, every game. And then coming to the next year where I only played receiver, I hated coming out. But it is what it is.
Now, a lot of people say, they say to young girls, you can't play football. You can't play a boys' sport. Play something like soccer or play lacrosse or something. Football's for boys. How do you try to change the minds of people and say, no, girls can play football, and how do you get that message across to them?
How do I get the message across? Honestly, like, there are always going to be people who tell you can't do something, but this sport has come such a long way, and each year the competition gets tougher and tougher, and you just got to honestly, that negativity, like, drives me and pushes me harder to prove to people that we can do what people are telling us that we can't do. So you just have to block. I sometimes feed off of it, but a lot of times I block it out. So you can take it for what it is and just push yourself and just do you, and you can do anything you put your mind to,
Mm-hmm. Now, do you get frustrated or aggravated when people look at the LFL and look at you as just, eye candy and, sex objects, or do you, like, how often do you feel aggravated or no, we're not that, we're athletes?
You get a lot of people commenting that way. It doesn't really frustrate. Some of it frustrates me. It depends on how far they take it. Of course, you're always going to have the people commenting, like, because we post certain pictures, because that's what the LFL is, and that's the uniform that we wear. But I wouldn't say I get frustrated too much. It's just people being, I wouldn't say ignorant, but kind of,
Not knowing
like
exactly what you guys go through every day.
So.
I said, I can understand what you're saying. Is not ignorant, but they don't understand what the effort and the work that you put in to actually perform on the field. It's not about just throwing some models on the field.
Out there looking pretty.
Yeah. I mean, although you do make a note of it when you post these pictures, you do have a lot of booty shots. The cameramen love to take that angle of you.
They do.
Is that kind of like what you're known for in the LFL? Are you like the booty girl?
Apparently, yes. They love that photo.
I feel like these photographers, it's like they don't. It's not like they're worried about you getting that shot of you catching the football. It's just like, get her, warming up and stretching, So that doesn't bother you at all.
I just laugh at it. It's funny.
So the LFL, where can people get more information about the game if they're interested in learning more about the game?
So our website is www.lflus.com. And then on Instagram and Twitter, it's just my LFL.
Okay. And
so you can go, they have the schedule posted in their bio, and then, of course, you can find it on the website.
Okay, I was going to say, so they can kind of read up on it and kind of learn more about you and how long you've been playing and all that stuff.
We have our player bios on the site, yes.
Okay. Well, one of the things I wanted to also know is when you're not playing football, what do you do in the off seasons? Like, do you have regular lives, family at home, all that kind of stuff, and doing a regular 9-to-5 job?
It's not a regular 9-to-5 job, but almost every single girl, I believe, has a job outside the LFL. I'm from Indiana, so I try to get home as often as I can, and of course they try and come out and see me. But yeah, I keep training. I work through the season too. I'm pretty sure every girl does, because luckily we're lucky enough to only practice twice a week, so we practice on the weekends. But yeah, pretty normal life.
Now, what other things do you enjoy doing besides playing football? Do you have any other hobbies or interests?
I work out a lot.
I work out.
That keeps me, yeah, that keeps pretty busy. I like to honestly just go to the movies. I love eating. Food is my favorite, especially in Vegas. I mean, some of the best food in the world. So I like to eat out. Just hang out with my girlfriends.
Now, one of the things I could probably say that you like to do, you have an arraignment of different Jordan sneakers. I was complimenting you on it. All these pictures. Like, how many pairs of Jordans do you own?
It's around 50, I think.
Around 50? Do you, like, at a certain point, stop counting?
Yeah, I actually have an app that keeps track of what I have.
You have it like an app for like your inventory, so you know which ones you have, so you don't buy the same
like
pair
an app,
over?
Yeah, it tells you what shoes you have, and it tells you like how much your collection's worth and all this stuff.
What's the most you've ever spent on a pair of Jordans? Like, do you buy them at retail value, or have you bought them
I get a lot
secondhand?
of them. I wear a youth size, so I get pretty lucky.
So you save some money on that.
Yeah, I could, but I have a pair of Jordan Beckers that I think I spent $400 on. So that's probably the most. It's not that bad, right?
Now, how many games do you have to play to buy those pair of Jordans? Is that your favorite pair?
Yeah, I would say those, and then I have, well, they're not Jordans, but I have my Yeezys. Those are probably my favorite. Those two.
And how much did you drop on the Yeezys? Because those aren't cheap.
They're not cheap. I actually was fortunate enough to get them for free.
Get them for free? That's the perks of playing in the LFL?
Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of connections. My friend's sponsored by Adidas, so
okay.
Kind of help me out.
I was going to say, because, I mean, if that's the case, I mean, I'll go out there. I mean, I got moobs. So I'll go out there and I'll run around if it means getting some free sneakers out of this. So
actually, I have a shoot with Jordan Brand on Saturday, so I'm really excited about that.
Oh, okay. And you're going to be tweeting pictures and Instagramming all this, and
hopefully.
Okay.
We'll see.
Now, what do you do to get yourself amped up for a game? Do you listen to certain kind of music? Do you have some kind of meal, or? Yeah,
my pregame rituals. My teammate actually laughed at me last year. I'll go out on the field. I'll have like some hype music on. I'll be on the field. I'll run around, go over a couple things, and then I'll just sit down and focus. And then when I get back into the locker room, actually, I lay down and I actually meditate. I put meditation music on. I put my headphones on. I have my Duck Dynasty blanket that I take to every game, and I put it over myself, and I listen to my meditation music, and I get calm and relaxed, and I just go over what plays in my head, and then right before we go out and we pad up, that's when we turn up in the locker room. And now I don't know how I'll be with LA. I haven't been in the locker room with them before. So we'll see.
I was saying, what are you listening to? Like waterfalls and that kind of music? That's
yeah,
something put me to sleep.
Pandora has those radio stations where you just type in meditation music, and it's like the rain and the chimes and
whatever gets the job done, or whatever gets you amped up. And now we've seen some of these pictures of you, your intro and everything, and I have to admit, when I see you, you're pretty scary. Not only mean scary ugly, is like you're beautiful, but I'm afraid you're going to hurt somebody when you come running out of there. This is what meditating music does to you. I'm nervous to see what DMX does to you.
Yeah, it's always something different coming out of the tunnel. I never know what I'm going to do until right before I go out. So
now, how much longer do you expect to be in the LFL? Do you see yourself playing for a couple more years, or do you kind of have
I would love
frame?
To play another 6 years, but I'm just going, playing it by ear right now, seeing how my body takes it season to season, but I'd love to play at least 2 more years.
Okay, so 2 more years, and hopefully they're with LA, or is that where you kind of want to end your career, or would you like to do something
most
else?
likely. I definitely don't see LA going anywhere in the near future. So yeah, I'm planning on actually moving out there in the next month. So
Okay, so you'll be out there in L.A. and Hollywood area, and all kinds of opportunities. I mean, you're already doing a Jordan photo shoot, so you have any other bigger projects you want to kind of tease us about and let us know what you're going to be coming up with?
Coming up? No, nothing I can think of right off. No, so hopefully the season will be bigger and better than last year. So our home games are in Ontario at Citizens Business Bank Arena.
Okay, wait, you guys, LA plays in Ontario? Canada?
Ontario, California.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm like, how does that work? That makes a lot more sense than Ontario, California, yes.
Yes.
Not Ontario, Canada, because that would just be really weird.
Yeah, it's all right.
Well, we appreciate you talking to us a little bit. I know you got a lot of prepping to do for the upcoming season, and we thank you for talking to us and kind of breaking down what the LFL is. And we hope to see and hear more great things coming from you in the LA Temptation.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Not a problem. Have a good one.
My name is Cynthia Schmidt from the LA Temptation, and you're listening to Mix Master B on